Hi everyone, welcome to episode 3 of the Corona Chronicles. This is the third in our series of going through the Newmar coaches in order to tell you, what gets better as you go up. So this is a 2020 Canyon Star. This is a Canyon Star 3927, which would also be known as the toy hauler model. So it's a specialty vehicle. One of the things that does happen when you step from Bay Star up to Canyon Stars, you get into some of their specialty vehicles. They've done units with a big rear porch on the back before. That was the old 3924. They did the 3911, which they still do, which is the accessibility unit. They do the 3927. So in this series, other than usually Canyon Stars being a little bigger and a little nicer than the Bay Stars, Bay Star's gotten pretty nice, so there's not as much separation on the nice part anymore, but you certainly get into some of their specialty vehicles and some new and enhanced features, and that's what we're going to talk about today. Before I forget it, you get to choose our next video. We're trying to make this as interesting as possible. Obviously, there's a lot going on in the world, and we're here to make light of some things, but certainly not making light of the COVID-19 situation in our country right now. We hope this gives you a little break from that and lets you kill a half an hour, or heck, this may take a little longer than that before it's over with, but hopefully you get a little break from that. But by all means, let's all keep our families safe and try to follow the rules the best we can. Tony and I are staying as far away from each other as we can to still accomplish this at the dealership. Everybody's staying away from each other. Thankfully, we have a big facility, so we can kind of be in our own space a little bit, and we're limiting our hours and limiting our days and stuff like that. So everybody's trying to be as smart as possible, but we still need to earn a living too, like everybody else, so we're here. So as far as picking the next one goes, our next in line is the Country Star. I have 3 Country Stars that don't have videos done on them right now. So our viewers get to choose that if you're interested. Maybe you're not interested, and that's fine. If you are, just type in one of the following 3 choices. It'll either be the 3709, the 3717, or the 4037. You can look up those floor plans on our website. Again, that's 3709, 3717, and 4037. Those are the 3 Country Star units that I have in stock that don't have videos on them. So we'll just take a tally at the end and see who wins. And so you're determining our next video. Enough about that. Let's get to this one. This has an MSRP of $212,000. I'd probably sell a lot of these. $212,513 is our MSRP on here. Now, obviously, we're going to greatly reduce that price, and we're going to be competitive with anybody and everybody in the marketplace out there. If this is the RV for you, let us know. I'll get you a better price than that incredibly reduced price. Newmar does have rules on current model year product. I can only advertise the actual MSRP, so that's why we don't get into that. We are in Greenfield, Indiana, which is just east of Indianapolis, for anybody who wants to know where we're located. All right, let's talk about this particular motorhome. From the front 30 feet of this motorhome are like any other 30-foot motorhome, and that's what's nice about this being a specialty vehicle. It doesn't feel like you're sacrificing anything in this area. We still have the driver and passenger seat that spin around. We're still on the Ford chassis with the V10 and the 6-speed transmission. We have an equalizer automatic full leveling system on this coach. Power shade up front, MCD shades on the sides where we have both the blackout screens and the kind of the see-through screen for daytime throughout the coach. One thing you get when you step up from Bay Star up to Canyon Stars, you do get a one-piece fiberglass roof. That's a molded one-piece roof, and those are the roofs that you see on most premier products out there. Now, I want to take a moment to say the Bright Tech roof that's used on the Bay Star and the Bay Star Sport is a very nice roof as well. People ask me which is better. Well, the easy answer is fiberglass, and that's what most people are going to say, but I'll tell you this, Newmar has no more trouble with the Bright Tech than they have with the fiberglass roof, so it almost depends on knowing ahead of time what type of trauma your roof might see, might make your decision as to what roof is better. If you're talking talking about a branch this big falling out of a tree and hitting the top of your coach, well, I might pick Bright Tech in that scenario because fiberglass can obviously fracture. If we're talking about scraping a branch going into the campground, a branch scraping on that radius there, well, I might pick fiberglass in that situation, less likely to have issues. So nobody knows for sure what's going to happen over the life of your motorhome. Newmar only uses quality products on this, so don't lose too much sleep over that. They're both a great roof. All right, on this particular floor plan up in the living area, we have a jackknife sofa over here from Flex Steel. This does fold down to sleep 1 or 2 people, depending on the size of the people, comfortably. Across from that, we have the comfort booth, and the comfort booth also makes into a bed. And then there is storage on the comfort booth as well. These pull out, and you have nice drawers under each one of these booths. Above the comfort booth, we have some storage. And of course, we have the televator right there at the dinette. I'm sorry, it's not a televator. We have the television, the Samsung television at the dinette. Blu-ray player up here. This coach does have an in-motion satellite dish on it as well. You can pick either Dish Network or DirecTV and get in-motion satellite going down the road. And that you would put that satellite receiver in here. This table does drop down between those 2 cushions, and then there's an extra cushion in the back closet that would be used to make this into a bed for 1 adult or 2 small people. So we have that going for us. As we come back into the kitchen area, things are kind of spread out here a little bit, which is nice. We actually have a sizable pantry right here, but Tony's going to have to get that camera in here a little bit. Breaking my 6-foot bubble right now. So more storage above on this side. We have a double stainless sink. Beautiful Corian throughout, as always. Newmar does all their Corian work in-house. 30-inch convection microwave. This is a residential Whirlpool unit. We have the nicer stove like we saw in the Baystar. 3 burners. It's an undermount stove, so that's something you get on the Baystar and Canyon Star that you don't get on the Baystar Sport, so that's still a nice upgrade. And then we have our soft close drawers. We have 3 underneath the stove. And then 3 more here, skinny drawers. All of these are soft close. You just get them close and they pull themselves in. Little spot for the sponges and scrubbies there. Nice spot, including the garbage can down below. This coach is equipped with a central vac, so you don't have to carry a vacuum with you. You can take the, just kind of sweep everything up to this spot right here. And I don't know if you can hear that or not, but that's foot activated. And then there's also utensils and hoses and tools that come with it, and they plug in right here. This coach is equipped with 3 rooftop air conditioners. Now that's more than you need on a 39-foot coach, but this is kind of a sectioned off 39-foot coach. So we have 2 15,000 BTU heat pump air conditioners in the front 30 feet. And then because they wanted the back to have kind of its own HVAC, it has its own 13,500 BTU air conditioner with a built-in heat strip on it as well. So any place in this coach is going to be able to be heated and cooled with these. Let me open some stuff up and then I'll just let Tony shoot this. Okay, this is going to be, we'll skip that cabinet. Can you get this one, Tony? Here we go. This is just your circuit breakers and fuses. Really not much to see in there. That's not really storage. Nice medicine cabinet, and then storage below also. Good room in and around the toilet. And then a 38-inch neo-angle shower. Little tighter than the 40 by 30 rectangular shower, but this floor plan has a lot in it, so we're just a little limited on how much we can fit in this size of box. Back to the appliances, the refrigerator. This is a Whirlpool all-electric refrigerator that runs off of the inverter. It does have a locking door on it as well. Okay. That takes us to the bedroom. We have a walk-around queen bed. Now we option this in with the tilt bed. So this is like one of those Craftmatic adjustable bed type scenarios. So, and that does increase our walkway through here also. This closet is a nice wardrobe. Okay. And then we have the 5 drawers that you've seen in a lot of the videos. So there are 5 drawers just like this one. Okay. The 6th spot is right here, and that's where our other Blu-ray player goes, and or the satellite receiver. There is, when you option in the bed that tilts here, you don't get underbed storage. So that's the trade-off. That's why I don't do that every time. We felt like with the garage being back here, because this bed goes up even further than it is now, and that really even opens this walkway more. With the garage being back here, there might be a little more traffic coming through here. We felt it necessary to put the lift bed in this floor plan for that reason. Normally I don't option that in because there's just, you don't get that much foot traffic through the bedroom, but this one might be the exception. Let Tony get a shot of that. There's two cabinets like this. There are plugs on either side of the bed. You have a second Samsung television back here as well. Here's something else you don't see on a Class A every day, a second entry door. I have this one, and we have that one over there. Look at that. So, good from a safety standpoint, certainly, but also very nice if it's two couples going together. You know, you can each kind of have your own space. How nice is that? Come on in, I'll show you a little bit about what we can do in this area. So we have two queen-size bunk beds up here is one possibility. Now you can put some pins in and leave the top bed against the ceiling and then just have kind of facing booths that face each other. But I'm going to bring it down just to show you the two queen-size bunk beds. This is electric, so easy to work. When we get to a certain point, this bunk is going to stop on its own. There, that's as low as this bunk will ever get. And then we have the second queen size bed, and these are true queen size beds. So if you have somebody like another couple or two other couples that are going with you, this is an awesome motorhome for that purpose. So you can see this bed actually does some other things, and we'll get to that here in just a second. All right, that's far enough. So we could bring this down, and then this flips over, and it's a booth. So you have a little sofa that faces this way. This one does the same thing. So you have two booths that face each other, and then you can set that table up in between them and have a dinette. Now, if you're going to use it as a dinette, you would want to leave this bed, the top bed, up against the ceiling. And like I said, you do that by leaving the 4 pins in there. This has its own heating and air conditioning unit up here. Like I said, that's a 13,500 BTU air conditioner with a heat strip in it. You have your own exhaust fan back here. We have a fantastic fan in here. We have our own entertainment system. This is TV, DVD, all that good stuff. And we optioned ours in differently, okay? I can order this with a washer dryer in it, and it comes with this big, beautiful wooden cabinet in the corner here. It was too big, in my opinion. This was my call, so come buy this and tell me I had a good idea. When you do that big wood cabinet, that's permanent. It's permanently mounted in here, and you're losing that potential garage space. I never know what somebody's going to use this coach for. Like I said, it's probably my most versatile motorhome, and so I never know what somebody's going to use this space for. I didn't want to sacrifice that corner of the garage. However, if somebody does want to put a washer dryer in here, we ordered it custom in with its pre-plumbed for that. They tell us where to put the vent location, all the plumbing for the drain and everything is in here, so it's ready to go. You just wouldn't have the big wood cabinet around it. They would just be standing here, and we'd have to fasten them to the wall. No big deal there. So that's a little bit about the garage on this unit. I want to talk about the ramp a little bit more. We'll go out and do that now. All right, so what I kind of wanted to show you here was the profile of this this ramp door, because it's not normal. There's a lot of thought put into this. Notice it's not just a ramp. Like, they could make it just this 2-inch thick ramp, and they could put enough steel in there to make that solid, and no big deal. But the problem with that is, because of the height of a motorhome, a low slung Harley or something would actually, or golf cart would bottom out on the way up this. So they kind of put this gradual contour into it. So instead of just coming to this point and this point coming together like this, and you have that spot that's going to bottom out, they made that a nice smooth transition there. They also put this extra hinged piece on so that you don't have a big jump onto that ramp to get on there. So everything is very easy to do. The door is counterbalanced, so it's actually not bad to lift. I just lift it there, see it's standing on its own, and then I walk it up like this. Gonna kind of wait for the counterbalance, for the weights to pull it in, and once you have it all the way in, there's a lock, and that is keyed. This is all that mirrored finish just on the back, just like on the back of the regular Canyon Stars as well. All right, let's close the slides up and see what this coach looks like with the slide outs in. All right, so our slides are in. Look at this aisle way up front. Man, we're wide here. This is as good as it gets in RVs. Easy in and out of the door, easy in and out of the booths, easy in and out of the driver passenger seats. As we come back through here, nice spot here. Again, I'm not sucking it in anywhere there. I can certainly do some microwaving. I don't think you do your cooktop going down the road, but I guess it's yours. You can do with what you want. So you spin around here. This door opens up. Not bad. That's pretty easy getting in and out of the bathroom. Good deal there. And then refrigerator. You kind of have to stand beside the refrigerator, but certainly I could get anything in and out of here I wanted to without too much problem. You could get back to the bed and lay on the bed if you so desire. I would give this, this is kind of a solid B as far as amount of floor space while the slides are in. So that's a little bit about it this way. Let's go look on the outside and take a look at some of the features out there. All right, it's a little chilly. We're not going to take too much time on the outside, but we will take a little bit of time. Things we talk about all the time, we do have the protective clear diamond shield on the front. We have a backup camera, side cameras. This coach does come equipped with the Rand McNally navigation system built into it. That's part of the equation here, so I forgot to mention that on the inside. This is on the bigger wheels and tires. We're 22.5s here on the Alcoa aluminum rims. Power awning, and it's a good size power awning, and it is protected by the metal wrap so that the tree branches and stuff like that won't tear your awning. Talk about a great use of space. Let's take a look at this. This folds down, this pulls out. Boom, Samsung television. Got some Bluetooth stereo out here as well. This is on the swing arm, so you can see it from any angle. When we're done, we'll flip that back over, push it back in. It works nice and smooth. We do have another outlet down here as well. If you're sitting out here under your patio and want to charge your cell phone, you certainly can do that. Fresh water tank is located in here. We do have holding tank heaters on this entire coach. We do have a fresh water drain that's easy to get to. Don't have to crawl under the coach to get to that. Notice how low the entry step is there, so if you've got knees that don't work as well as they used to, you don't have to take that first big step. I mentioned that your shop vac comes, or your central vac comes with tools. There's the tools. There's also a hookup outside for the central vac. So if you want to sweep out your car or sweep out your basement here, you can do that. And there is some pass-through storage there as well. There's an outlet in the compartment with the central vac. There's another outlet in this compartment. So you got lots of room to plug things in this coach. There are lights in here also. Look at this little cubby hole here. Now, some people might laugh, why did Newmar bother to do that? And the reason is because they don't like to waste space. Sure, it costs a little bit of extra money to put another thick insulated door with a strut, with a handle, with a lock, but I guarantee every RVer that owns this coach will find something to stick in that little spot. Two more storage cubbies back here. This right here is a vent for the garage. So if you've got something that's smelly with gasoline or something like that in the coach, you certainly can open those vents going down the road and keep your coach nice and ventilated. One of my favorite features of this coach is that it does not look like a toy hauler. Now, you folks watching the video have already seen the secret. You know it's a toy hauler. But if you hadn't, you would think this is just a regular motorhome going down the road. You have to look close to realize, hey, that's not a regular molded rear cap. There's something funny going on here with that outline and those lights up top. But most of the time, you see these going down the road, and if it's not a trained eye, you don't know it's a toy hauler. So that's a beautiful thing. They don't even know what you're doing. You do have 5,000 pounds towing rating behind this coach also. As you see looking down this side, we do have frameless windows throughout this coach. So those just look better. I mean, frameless windows. I know some people still like the sliders and all that, but sliders are notoriously rattlers. These clamp down tight, and frameless windows, they just look better. We've got our 50 amp shore power cord here, and that does have a surge protector built in. Next to it, we actually have a fuel pump. Well, that's because this coach has a fuel station on it as well. That's a great way if you've been out riding the Harley all day. You can come back here and gas up the Harley right there. How sweet is that? It has its own holding tank. I think it's 25 gallons if memory serves. You're not pulling from your main tank. More storage here, and that's all that carpeted storage. We have sewer hose compartment right here, and fuel storage. This is built on the Ford 26,000 gross vehicle weight rating chassis, like we talked about with the last Baystar. That is the heaviest duty gas platform made, and lots of horsepower, lots of torque. It'll get the job done. More storage here, and then our wet bay over here. Everything's completely labeled. We have a whole house water filtration system. This coach does have a black tank rinse if things get a little smelly. We've got a rinse for ourselves out here, hot and cold water. Easy winterization, that's what that hose laying there is for. Much like the Baystar we did, this has a pull-out battery tray, and there's multiple batteries on here, probably 4, looks like 4. That's because this coach does have an inverter on it. More storage on both sides of the holding tank here. Notice this is a 7,000 watt Onan generator. The standard generator is 5,500 watts, but we know the guy doing this might have a little extra need for some extra generator there, so we put in the bigger gen. That's also a quieter gen, and a nice sized propane bottle up front. Next, we do have the Truma water system. Now, Newmar doesn't use this in a lot of coaches. They use it here. It actually fits a little better in this coach, and it's a little better from a weight standpoint on this coach. So the Truma system is hot water on demand. So can't beat hot water on demand. That is a propane fired system. Like all Newmar coaches, these are flush mount slides. They fit nice recessed back into the wall. We have our beautiful masterpiece finish. This is not a cream colored fiberglass and a bunch of stickers on it. Every part of this coach is full body paint from one end to the other. Well, that about covers it for our 3927 Canyon Star. I can't wait to hear if some people respond as to what Country Star we do next. Like I said, you guys will be the boss, whether it's 5 people that respond or 105. Please just put it in the comments section below our video. Don't forget to like our video. And thanks for watching. I'm Chris Anderson with Mount Comfort RV. We'll see you soon.